How does the movie end? Author Orpheus for Reading for Minutes published 1.12. 2021 updated 1.12. 2021 viewing an interesting series with an exciting plot, dynamic action and excellent play of the main characters is always a real boon for connoisseurs of artistic pictures. Russian cinematography pleased its fans with a new mini-series, Phantom Happiness, which even with a small number of episodes will instantly capture the attention of viewers and surprise the highest quality of filming. The plot will be interesting and close to any of us, since the situations that occur with the main characters can happen at any moment. Watch the Picture is interesting, because the plot is very dynamic, and the cast will pleasantly surprise viewers. Genre decision of the picture. The series of 2021, Phantom Happiness, is filmed in the style of melodrama. Therefore, watching the movie will be easy, it will be simply impossible to tear yourself away from the screen from the first frames. Each hero of the movie leads his own, familiar life, but everyday affairs gradually drag on. But sudden unexpected events and disasters make them look at their relationships and even the closest and seemingly understandable people in a new way. What the movie is about. Thanks to the star cast, the series, Phantom Happiness, is filled with dynamic action, thoughtful dialogues, and high-quality directorial work allows the viewer to think about many moments, about familiar relationships and life in general. Therefore, you can call the series an excellent opportunity for reflection and philosophical reflections, to which his viewing will push. The main heroine of the picture is the most ordinary woman Tamara, whose everyday consists of the most usual things. Work, family worries, household chores, habitual and ordinary, and nothing violates the way of life of her family. Until her nearest and dearest betray Tamara, and the woman's son ends up in the hospital. And the whirlwind of troubles and sorrows so swirls Tamara that she is simply forced to take a new look at her own life and seemingly familiar relationships, and at the situation as a whole. The sequence of events in the picture everyday life becomes a habit for each of us, and Tamara is so used to her everyday life that nothing prevents her from enjoying her own happiness. And indeed, although it was not easy for the woman to achieve everything, but nowadays her house can be called a full cup, a loving and reliable husband, a successful adult son who has his own family and a growing baby. But one day absolutely everything falls apart, the day before Tamara is fired from her job, and the next day comes the unexpected news that her son was in a terrible accident and received serious and life-threatening injuries. Tamara is unable to even take out a loan from the bank due to the loss of her job to get the necessary amount of money for the urgent surgery. Another horrifying moment that finally brings Tamara down, she suddenly learns that her husband has another woman. She sees him cuddling with his mistress in a cafe. It turns out that all his so-called business trips were nothing but visits to another woman. To her he gave all the family savings, which Tamara expected to spend on an operation for her son. And very unpleasant changes are taking place in her son's life. His wife Katia has long been in a close relationship with her boss, who is her lover. After the accident, Katia takes her son and leaves Alexei for her lover. And Tamara, having found herself in a real abyss of betrayals of seemingly close and dear people, feels herself in a void. After all, before her eyes literally collapses her whole world, an outwardly prosperous and happy family is destroyed. The finale of the movie, Phantom Happiness, according to the laws of the genre, the picture has quite a happy ending. Melodrama and assumes the absence of negativity at the end of the movie, and Phantom Happiness is quite consistent with the idea. The ending of the mini-series puts everything in its place, because while in the hospital, Alexei, Tamara's son, establishes a relationship with the nurse caring for him. They have a romance. And Stepan, Tamara's husband, repays the debt, which is given by his mistress, and now there is an opportunity to buy the apartment. Stepan returns to his wife, because Tamara has always wanted to restore the family. Strong relationships and happiness return to Tamara's family, everyone appreciates them to a much greater extent.